Hey everyone, welcome to the 5th episode of Guitar Tone Tuesday. Lucas Haneman here. I want to say a huge shout out to those of you who have lent guitars for the show so far. It's been amazing to try some different guitars, and if anyone has any guitars that they'd like to have featured in the show, kind of rare guitars or anything like that, please let me know. Send me a message, because you know, I've got lots of guitars but I only have so many, so it would be great. Today we're going to talk about Gibson 335 style guitars. They're not true Gibsons. The Gibson 335 has been around since 1958. It is actually the first of the ES, which means electric Spanish, don't ask me why, series of guitars. But they are basically semi-hollow body guitars. So they have, they kind of look a bit like an archtop guitar, but they're thinner in design, and they have a center block in the middle, which helps you to eliminate feedback when you're playing with distortion. Let's look at a couple. So, part of the purpose of this video is to basically talk about how you can save money, buying a 335 style guitar. The true Gibson 335s go for, $3,000 plus now, and this is the first one we're going to look at. This is an Orville by Gibson 335 that a buddy of mine owns. This guitar was made in 1988. These guitars were actually made in Japan. Orville was licensed by Gibson to make these guitars in the famous Nippon-Gaki factory. So these were made from 88 until 98, and really it's pretty much exactly a real 335 with just a different name on the headstock. So this guitar, let's talk about the features a bit. It has a mahogany neck with a rosewood fingerboard. It's got the 3-ply maple, poplar, maple construction. So the top of the guitar is maple, poplar, maple, plywood, and so are the back and the sides of the guitar. And this guitar is bound with plastic, and it has 2 volumes, 2 tones, all that good stuff. And on this guitar, one thing I love about it is it's got these 57 classic humbucking pickups made by Gibson. So really like the real deal. Now, we're going to be contrasting that today with a guitar that looks a bit similar, but sounds a little bit different because the construction's a bit different. Now, as you can see, this guitar is a little bit smaller. This is an Eastman T185 MX. This is my personal guitar, and it's not going anywhere. I love this guitar very, very much. So it's a bit smaller. The dimensions of the body are a bit tighter. The lower bout here is 15 inches as opposed to the 16 inches on a real normal 335. The other differences are that the fretboard of the guitar is actually not rosewood. It's actually ebony, so that's a bit different. And the top of the guitar is real solid maple, and the back and sides of this guitar are actually mahogany, bound in maple, which as a Canadian, I love that. I think it's pretty cool. So let's listen to this guitar first. I'm plugged into my Kingsley Bailey 30 again this week. Set pretty clean. So here we go on my Eastman. Great sustain, really killer guitar. Doesn't weigh a ton, and the difference, I guess, is that the center block doesn't go all the way through this guitar. It's just underneath the bridge, so that's kind of cool too. Still a big enough center block to eliminate the feedback, when you're using heavy distortion on a big stage, that kind of thing. So here's the more traditional spec Orville. Please let me know, do you guys like these guitars? Would you consider buying one for yourself? And please like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys again next Tuesday.